Ever wonder why your dog seems to ignore you? You call their name, maybe even throw a treat their way, but they just look away. It can be frustrating, right? Almost like they're choosing not to listen. Well, I'm here to tell you that understanding why your dog might be ignoring you is the first step to building a stronger, more connected relationship with them. Today, we're diving into why your dog might be giving you the cold shoulder and how you can fix it. We'll uncover the secrets behind your dog's behavior and give you the tools to improve your communication. Stick around because we have some game-changing tips for you. Okay, let's be real. Dogs don't intentionally ignore us to be defiant. They aren't plotting against us or trying to make our lives difficult. They don't have the same thought processes that we do. Their brains work differently, and their priorities are not always aligned with ours. When a dog is seemingly ignoring you, it's often their way of communicating that something else is going on. They might be distracted, anxious, or simply not understanding what you want. Think of it this way. You wouldn't expect to have a conversation with someone at a rock concert and have their undivided attention, right? The noise and chaos make it nearly impossible to focus. The same goes for your dog. Their environment can be full of distractions that are far more interesting than your commands. Distractions are a big one. Other dogs, squirrels running up a tree, even the enticing smells of dinner cooking can be way more interesting than whatever command you're trying to give. It's not that they don't care, it's just that their attention is elsewhere. And, just like us, dogs can have off days. They might be tired from a long walk or play session. Or they might just be feeling a bit lazy. They can be tired, they can be feeling a little under the weather, or maybe they're just not in the mood for training. It's important to recognize these signs and adjust your expectations accordingly. Recognizing the signs of stress or discomfort in your dog is crucial. If they're stressed or uncomfortable, they're less likely to respond to your commands. Now, I'm not saying that you should let your dog walk all over you. It's about finding a balance between understanding their needs and maintaining discipline. It's about understanding the root of the behavior. Why are they not listening? Is it a lack of training, or is there something else at play? If your dog has been consistently ignoring you, it could be a sign of inadequate training or a lack of clear communication. Remember, consistency is key. Repetition and patience go a long way. Just like we thrive on routine, so do our dogs. They need a structured environment to understand what is expected of them. They need clear boundaries and expectations to understand what we want from them. Without these, they can become confused and unresponsive. And speaking of communication, are you speaking your dog's language? Dogs rely heavily on body language to understand us. A tilt of the head, a wag of the tail, or even a yawn can convey a lot of information. So before you assume your dog is deliberately ignoring you, take a moment to consider their perspective. What might be going on in their world? What might they be feeling or experiencing in that moment? Understanding their emotions and environment can help you communicate more effectively. Once you understand their world a little better, you can start to bridge the communication gap. Building a stronger bond with your dog through empathy and patience will lead to better behavior and a happier relationship. Before we move on, make sure you like and subscribe to our channel for more tips on understanding your dog. We often try to communicate with dogs using words, but dogs are masters of nonverbal communication. They rely heavily on energy, body language, and tone of voice. Let's talk about energy for a moment. Dogs are incredibly perceptive and can sense our emotions. If you're feeling stressed, anxious, or frustrated, your dog will pick up on that energy and reflect it back. That's why it's so important to approach training and interactions with your dog from a calm and assertive state. Now let's look at some common body language cues. A wagging tail doesn't always mean a happy dog. A high, stiff wag can actually be a sign of alertness or even aggression. On the other hand, a relaxed tail wag, especially one where their whole body seems to wiggle with it, is a good indicator of a happy and comfortable pup. Lip licking, yawning, and even scratching when not itchy can be displacement behaviors, signaling stress or anxiety. If your dog is exhibiting these behaviors when you're trying to get their attention, it's a sign that they're feeling overwhelmed and you need to back off. Remember, a dog that avoids eye contact, tucks their tail, or cowers is not being disobedient. They are communicating fear or anxiety. Instead of punishing these behaviors, try to understand the cause of their stress and address it with patience and understanding. Learning to read your dog's body language is like learning a new language. It opens up a whole new world of understanding and communication. By paying close attention to these subtle cues, you can build a stronger, more trusting relationship with your furry friend. This understanding can lead to a happier, healthier life for both you and your dog. In any relationship, consistency is key, and the relationship with your dog is no different. When it comes to training, sporadic attempts just won't cut it. Think of it like this. If you were learning a new language and only practiced once a week, would you expect to become fluent? Probably not. Dogs thrive on routine and predictability. They need to know what's expected of them, and that comes from consistent training and clear communication. This means setting aside dedicated time each day for training, even if it's just for a few minutes at a time. Now, consistency isn't just about the frequency of training, it's also about being consistent with your commands and your energy. Use clear and concise commands that your dog can easily understand. Avoid using different words for the same command, as this can confuse your dog. And remember what we talked about earlier. Energy is everything. Dogs are incredibly perceptive and can pick up on even the slightest changes in our demeanor. If you're feeling frustrated or impatient during training, your dog will sense it, and it will hinder their progress. Consistency in training builds trust and understanding between you and your dog. It's about creating a common language you can both understand. Imagine trying to have a conversation with a friend in a noisy, crowded room. It's difficult to focus, right? It's the same for our dogs. The environment plays a huge role in a dog's behavior and their ability to focus on you. A calm and controlled environment is crucial, especially during training sessions. Start in a familiar area with minimal distractions like your living room or backyard. As your dog progresses, you can gradually introduce more challenging environments. Now, I'm not saying you should keep your dog locked up in a quiet room all day. Socialization is important too, but it's about finding the right balance. If you know your dog gets easily distracted by other dogs, maybe the dog park isn't the best place to work on training commands. When you're out for a walk and your dog is bombarded with sights, sounds, and smells, it's no wonder they might seem a little deaf to your calls. Their senses are working overtime, and it's easy for them to get caught up in all the excitement. That's why it's important to be mindful of your surroundings and adjust your expectations accordingly. If you're in a stimulating environment, keep your dog on a leash and focus on short, engaging training sessions. Remember, it's all about setting your dog up for success. By choosing the right environment and minimizing distractions, you're creating a space where they can focus on you and learn effectively. We've talked about the importance of understanding your dog's body language, being consistent with training, and choosing the right environment. These foundational elements are crucial for effective communication. Now let's put it all together with some practical tips to improve communication. These tips will help you and your dog understand each other better and make training sessions more productive. First and foremost, remember that training should be fun and rewarding for both you and your dog. Positive reinforcement is key. This means rewarding good behavior to encourage it to happen again. When your dog responds correctly to a command, reward them with praise, treats, or a favorite toy. Make eye contact. This helps your dog understand that they did something right. Just like with humans, eye contact can help establish a connection with your dog. It builds trust and shows your dog that you are paying attention to them. When giving commands, try to get your dog's attention and make eye contact before delivering the command. This ensures they are focused on you and ready to listen. Use a clear and assertive tone of voice. Your dog can pick up on the nuances of your tone, so it's important to be consistent. Dogs are very in tune with our tone of voice. They can tell when we are happy, frustrated, or calm, so use this to your advantage. Use a firm but friendly tone when giving commands and avoid using baby talk or overly excited voices, as this can be confusing for dogs. Consistency in your tone helps your dog understand what is expected of them. Keep training sessions short and engaging. Long sessions can lead to frustration for both you and your dog. Dogs have short attention spans, so it's important to keep training sessions brief and engaging. This helps maintain their interest and enthusiasm. Aim for sessions of 5 to 10 minutes and end on a positive note. Be patient and understanding. This will make your dog look forward to training sessions. Just like humans, dogs learn at different paces. Some may grasp new commands quickly, while others may need more time. Be patient and understanding with your dog and celebrate their successes, no matter how small they may seem. Every step forward is progress. Remember, building a strong bond with your dog is a journey, not a destination. It requires ongoing effort and dedication. But with the right tools and techniques, you can unlock a deeper connection with your furry friend. This connection will make your relationship more fulfilling and enjoyable for both of you.